All right, guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about a former wrestler slash part-time MMA fighter slash part-time bodybuilder, but mainly a wrestler, actually a huge wrestler, very famous in the early 2000s, and that is Dave Batista. He's kind of reinvented himself now as an actor. Actually, he's been in some giant movies. We all know him from Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. He's going to be in Avengers Infinity War coming up. Probably the next Avengers movie after that. So he's made a name for himself, and he's been in some big movies. And his acting career is looking up. But of course, Dave built his fame and his fortune through wrestling. And that was in the early 2000s. Did some wrestling for the WWF, like non-televised matches, and got his big break in the early 2003 when he joined Evolution. And of course, the rest is history. The company gave him a push, worked his way up all the way to the World Heavyweight Champion a couple times, I believe. Now, Dave was known for his outstanding physique. He was called the Animal. Back in the day, he had he's a bigger dude than he is now. Probably, doing some things that a little hardcore. Had a little more hair. He's lost his hair. It's kind of went away. Not that big a deal. But here's kind of a picture of him in his younger days. Not quite as many tattoos. But Dave was a beast. There were allegations of steroids. He actually ended up quitting wrestling in 2009, saying that he did not like the direction that the company was going. And he had a few injuries. I think he tore his bicep was one reason, and a back problem as well. So Dave got into mixed martial arts, actually, after his first stint in wrestling. And he had a match. Now, I saw this match, and it was pretty horrible, actually. He fought a guy named Vince Lucero, and Vince was not a physical specimen, and it looks like both these guys gassed. But Dave did end up winning the bout in by TKO. So got on top. I think a ground and pound type thing. But it was more a case of who gassed first. Certainly wasn't although he's a purple belt in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under one of the Gracies. So I don't know if he's still taking it or not. But his physique. He's gotten older. Dave is up there in age a little bit now. I want to say he is, he's 48 right now. So he's born in 1969. So he's getting up there. So a guy, 48 years of age, still looks pretty damn good, really. Pretty ripped up. Here he is, of course, as Drax the Destroyer. He's kind of getting the older man body, the thicker waist. Arms are starting to shrink a little bit. But that happens with age and probably less hormone use as well. So one of the things that Dave wanted to be when he was young was a bodybuilder. He credits bodybuilding. Here's a picture of him. Look at his hair. Wow, big dude. Look at that. Wow, that doesn't even look like him. I mean, I wouldn't even. You can kind of see it in the face, but he credits bodybuilding actually with saving his life because it kind of kept him. Gave him a goal, gave him motivation to do something. And of course, but nowadays, he's a pretty successful actor. Been in a lot of big movies. Like I said, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. He's been in Smallville. It was one of his first roles. House of the Rising Sun, Scorpion King. He was in Riddick. Not too many people saw that movie, but I didn't mind that movie. And of course, Spectre, James Bond movie. He was Hanks, the big henchman, who pushed people's eyes in. But it looks like he's got some, he's in Escape Plan 2, actually, and Blade Runner 2049. Wow, that's going to be a big movie, too. So good for Dave Batista. Again, it's good to see a wrestler have an actual career, decent career in decent movies. Tons of these wrestlers make these cheesy B movies, and their acting is subpar. Now, he's not the greatest actor, but he is improving, and it's good to see him have success in a different direction. He's a well-spoken dude. I think he's well liked by most people that he's worked with. at least when you read articles. So it is what it is. He's finding success in some other things, so good for him.